Hey cupcakes, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Like, share, and subscribe. How y'all doing? What y'all got going on? What is it that you guys have got going on? Let's see. It is 3:47 a.m. and it's April 8th, 2026, and it's Wednesday. Okay. Okay, so some of you guys could be Aries, Cancers, Aries, Cancers, Leos. Oh, 33 and 4 is 7, so 77. A tower could be happening. A tower could be happening. Something could be going on with somebody's digestive system. Something about California and on a farm or a vineyard or something. There could be like a warehouse, like full of drugs, and I mean like PILLS, POUWER. When I tell you, I don't know if this is going to be like a raid or a bus, multiple casualties, because I feel like distribution was going on. I feel like they had certain parties set up. Like, you know how there's always a middleman and then they have runners and child. Yeah, I heard 3 ingredients. So I don't know if they are masking it through a food distribution. Something about a plant. Child, it's too early in the AM for this. Okay, so please be on your P's and Q's. Something about portals, something about the number 3. So some 311, okay, some type of completion, some type of mind, body, and soul. Okay. Somebody could be having some type of awakening. Yeah, and they could be leaving a situation, walking away from family, a marriage, a whole community of people. Yeah, this is giving. You see how it's gated? This could be happening in California. I heard by the vineyard, by the farms. This could be like a banquet or something. It's giving, y'all remember X-Men when, the president had met up with Xavier or something like that, and they all came together and it was on TV. But that dude who can jump and he was like I don't know if he was like a genie or what, but he had the gold in his skin and he was really dark. He had like a tail and he can teleport you from fast, and he had froze time or something so that the president could talk to Xavier or something of the sort. Remember how everybody was outside on a big field and then they saw the ship or the plane or whatever it was. I can't name it right now, child. I'm still half asleep, but it's given something like that. So I don't know if this is, or remember how they raided the home for the gifted, you know, Xavier's home. It could be something like that. Yeah, something could be deeply hidden, or there could be like a mold or somebody who is planted in the community. Yeah, so be careful. Yeah, or this could just be divine timing, honey, for something to pop. Yeah. All right, let's get into it and see what's going on. Matter of fact, let's use what's hidden. I feel like these cards are low-key karmic. Um, I don't know, but I just feel like it's, if you're gonna make a deck, and this is only my suggestion, I'm not shading nobody, but you know, people always want to take things so personal, but it gives like what lies beneath on some karmic type stuff. They put like one card in here that says love story, but it's more so negative things than positive. So I be hesitant to really use this deck, but we're gonna try it today. Something about organic. This could be a farm that recording is known for their organic products, but something could be like just like a shadow. Yeah, outdated. Something could just be like a shadow of something else, like what something is hidden, you know? So I'm not sure what this may be, but let's just see. And depending on what these cards give is how this reading gonna go. Okay, let's just get one little thing and see how we gonna set it off for the day. All right, see, keep you a secret. And this could even be like just keeping something on the hush hush. Like this could be like a farm where they have animals and, you know, different farm animals. But in the back or another part of they have this acreage, and all the way over yonder, they could be making honey. But in another section over there, it's a whole weed. They're growing weed. Ooh, they're growing herbs. And then in another part, it's only hyena. You know what I'm saying? Hyena. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, see? And this could even be somebody who's with someone and they're just finding this out, and it's like they're shocked. They could have thought this person was a upholding citizen, okay? And come to find out, this is how they got their riches, or yeah, they have something legit over here, but it's so many other illegal activities that stem from, you know, it's just like a parent, and then they have their children, and all their children are different. Have different personalities, or you know what I'm saying, they all branch off and went into different things. They all have different lifestyles or ways of being, things they like and how they operate. Their room, if you want to be particular, like their room could be different themes. Like the 5-year-old could like Sonic, but then you have the 9-year-old who likes Barney, and then you have the 12-year-old who's into K-pop. Like everything is, you know, it's giving something like that. But let's get into it. Let's just see what lies beneath. Yeah, it's giving that woman. Remember that movie, What Lies Beneath? That show was so good with that lady who played Catwoman. When the dude killed the girl and threw her in the pond, or I think he drowned her in the bathtub or something, and then threw her in the lake with a chain. And she started seeing her in the tree, and it was all sorts of stuff. Every time she saw her, she was wet. It was, yeah, private relationship. It was crazy. And yeah, private relation. Somebody could be throwing away a private relation, and somebody is putting on a show. They have recordings. Like this could be a whole bus out here, and this could be somebody whose feelings is hurt because somebody played in their face. Look, getting played. I cannot make it up. So let's see what lies beneath. This gonna be this first reading. What lies beneath? Okay. I'm seeing of course the drugs in here. I see that heavy. I see toxic. Insecure. I hate nothing about you. Oh, that's another good card, if you want to say, you know. And then I see destroyed. Oh, insecure. Red lipstick stains. Yeah, let's go. Something about California farms. Y'all could be making a smoothie, don't want to hear it. Yeah. This is somebody who might have not even knew that, you know, they was with somebody who was even into that type of stuff. Like, they really thought this person was like legit, and this person could be like very prestigious, you know, high maintenance, carry themselves like successful, you know, well put together, sophisticated, you know, a powerhouse in its own right. And they find out that this, look, I cannot, child. This could even be somebody telling the police after the bus, like, yo, I had nothing to do with this. And it's like guilty by association type energy. So, red lipstick stain. So this could even been somebody who was cheating with somebody and ended up at the wrong place at the wrong time, and they're getting caught up with this person, and they're like, yo, this is my first date. I don't even know what's going on. So I don't know, bitch. I cannot. I told you. Somebody sent me a message yesterday, and they were like, could you stop doing that? Because every time I would curse, I was like, and they was like, could you stop doing that? And I'm like, I just had to laugh. Like, I get it, because when I watched it back, and I'm like, girl, stop doing that. Why you keep, like, you're working on it, but, and that's the thing, if you put too much emphasis on it, it's going to, you know, make your nervous system feel like something is happening. Just when it happens, just don't even give it any attention, and it eventually will fall off, you know? It's like a bad habit. You just ignore it. You don't give it no attention. Or this could even be like an individual who just keep annoying you. Not saying the person who wrote me, I'm just saying in general. Like, this could be somebody who this could even be like a bully or something, or somebody who intentionally antagonizes you to get a reaction. You just ignore them, and eventually they'll leave you alone, you know? Not saying this person was, just giving y'all an example, because I know how y'all love to, you know? Okay, but anything. What the hell? Anyway. Yeah, watching it go down. I'm telling you, look, somebody don't want to hear something. I don't know if this is the officials, or this could be somebody who is just guilty by association. But something is happening. Something about popcorn. Y'all could have recently went to the movies and saw The GOAT or Mario. Or y'all could have went to go see that movie, or will be going to see that movie with Get Ready. Remember how they dragged that girl and her sister, they used them as target practice? So I don't know if this is somebody who could have been targeting you, or this was a set, look, toxic. This was a setup, private relationship. This was a setup to attack an individual in the coming days, weeks, or whatever, even the following day. And something happened the night before that involved the authorities, and they ain't make it out, child. So this could even been someone who was on their last strike, whether it's with a parent, a relationship, a company, an organization, the law, You gotta put it where it fit. I feel like 4-in-1. So you know how they be like 3-in-1, double for your trouble. It's like they caught 4 people all in one. It was just like wrong place, wrong time. So this could have been an investigation going on. And yeah, getting played, manipulated, lies, control. This could have been a mole, and this could have been somebody who had like a party or a function, or everybody collectively came together, like how I mentioned with the whole X-Men and the presidential. They were in the cabin or something like that. And or something about an island or some type of facility, and they got everybody in one shot. Like the president was there, the generals, all the military, the CIA, the FBI, you know, everybody was there. Or all these remember that movie G40 or G20 with Viola Davis, when they brought them to, I think it was Africa or something, and they had them all in that room, and they wanted the codes, or they wanted some type of deal or some money, or the dude wanted the digital, he wanted some type of digital something, currency, but he wanted it from all of them. So he got all the big wigs. I mean, these like the billionaires of certain countries, and he had them all in one spot, and they locked remember Ice Giving Bernie Mac locked the door. You know what I'm saying? So they locked the door, and then they was like, we gonna kill y'all one by one if y'all don't give us what we want. So it's that type of fighting for your love. Yeah, total drama action. So you know, it could be something like that, and they did a bust, or they knew that these people were all gonna be together, and they ran down on them. So they got 4 big wigs at one shot. Y'all could be hearing about this. This could be a recording. All right, let me get one more. 17:17 on the clock. Something about keeping a promise. Somebody could have promised somebody. This could have been somebody, whoever this is who don't want to hear it. This could have been somebody who was in agreement with somebody else who was in the inside, and they was like, okay, if I do this, like a mole or something, like a snitch. Or it was 1743, so 177 could be significant. And this person could have been like, okay, if I do this, will I get off? Or bitch, I cannot. Bad choices. If I do this, will I get off? Will I, you know, look, fake apology. So somebody could be like, oh, I'm sorry, but, you know, they didn't honor the agreement that we had, when in all actuality, there was no agreement. Somebody's definitely in their feelings about this. Yeah, get in a room. So this person, whoever is like, they don't want to hear it, they could have been the one sleeping with somebody who they was like, oh, could you go in and act like, just to see what's going on? So this is messy. This is messy. So this is like somebody using somebody to do something for them, but it was under the wraps. It wasn't with their officials or their law enforcement to say, because nobody knows that this person is sleeping or has any ties to this individual here, you know? So this could have been like a sneaky link or something of the sort. And it's like, oh, could you do me a solid? I'm working on this case, and, you know, but you can't tell nobody. Nobody can't know that we know each other. Like, you have to keep it strictly, so when we do come in near, you know, but you can't say nothing. Yeah. So now somebody could be caught up because they did something for someone else that they were in a connection with. And it's like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody's pissed off. So I don't know, this person could be plotting and thinking like how they could get this person back. But things could have went bad. This person could have even got hurt, or, you know, they could have been so traumatized they're even scared to say anything. You know, they could have seen the person, yeah, tired of drama. They could have seen the person who asked them to come in and do this end up eliminating a lot of the people, because remember I said something about multiple casualties, eliminating the people in front of them and even threatening them, and them seeing a different side of this person and completely like scared, SHITS, you know what I'm saying? So it's like now they want to say something, but they don't want to say something because they could see this person in a different light. Or this could even been somebody who worked for the officials, but they were on a different operation, or they were, I wouldn't say undercover. I feel like they were like dirty themselves, you know? Because I came in saying this deck is messy. So somebody could have think that they were doing a good gesture and they were helping their person who is in law enforcement or in some type of organization help catch the bad guys, and they find out their person is involved. It was just basically like, oh my God, what do they call it? It's like a dealer running down on another dealer, but the dealer who is running down, or the 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 dirty dealer is robbing the real dealer, but they're a dealer as well, but they're just dirty and undercover with it, but not undercover in a good sense. They're undercover like they're working with the bad guys. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what I'm saying, but let's go. Yeah, something about fake apology. So we have don't want to hear it, warning, watching shit go down, and bad choices, enjoying the gossip. Oh my God, my deck is all the way over there. Something about 241, 142. Something about 1, 2, 3, 4, but the 3 could be missing because the 3 is over here. Yeah, good news, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, somebody could be all discombobulated. Somebody could be jumbled. Yeah, somebody could be like shocked and appalled. Like they might not even know what is happening or what's going on at this point. They're just like out of it, you know? So let's see. Somebody really out here. I don't know, somebody reevaluating their life, child. I feel like somebody thought something was all fun and games, but they are caught up. Yeah, they seeing something. They caught up in something way bigger than them. This could have been a long-running investigation for 7 years. And this person could have just got involved in the past 3 years, and they had nothing to do with it. They were just literally like just happy to be dating this person. It could have just been a little situationship. They give them a little money here and there. Yeah, it was Ace of Wands. It was nothing but a sexual connection. And if you're being investigated, they would know that, but they don't care. They taking everybody who is in the motherfucker. That's why I always tell my kids, like, if your shit ain't right, if your stomach telling you X, Y, and Z, get out of there. And remember, I came in here saying something about somebody's stomach, dairy, okay? I came in here saying something about dairy, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I was thinking it, but yeah. Something about somebody's car. Somebody's car could have gotten in an accident 4 years ago. They could have had to pay over $20,000, or they bought a car for $20,000, or they put that amount into a car, or maybe $20,000 is still owed on the vehicle, and it could have got totaled or something of the sort. So they could have been getting that money back, or this is who got some type of money back, lump sum, and used it to plug into something else and completely yeah, this is somebody in the past that was waiting on something like some type of payout or return, you know, and it did not end well. Yeah, look, Bottom of the deck. Yo, I can't make it up, and I'm definitely gonna not. You could even be, for somebody could even be getting caught up for like an auto body shop where they're doing like overpricing things, um, overcharging people, overcharging people, and your spirit team is like, no. Something about a Carfax too. Somebody could have sold somebody a lemon, a child, you know? Yeah, they could have been driving fast and the shit just went out on them. Bad car accident, you know what I'm saying? A Sagittarius. Yeah, somebody could be having to recover now, or somebody gonna be sitting pretty because they're gonna sue someone. Something about, you hear the plane? Or a siren? Right, what's this? Don't want to hear it. I'm telling you, somebody blocked somebody. Yeah. This could have been somebody who was waiting on some type of offer that was going to put them on the map. And somebody's in the Three of Swords now because something happened so fast. This could even been somebody who was gambling. 120 racks, put it back all in, and lost it immediately. Yeah, look, somebody on the floor. Somebody, I'm telling you, this is hurt Hierophant. These could be officials. Yeah. This could have even been like a SEX ring because I'm seeing the Lover's card here. Here, look. This could have been a whole ring they had going on. Didn't I say something about an island? Or this could be coming out. And the Three of Cups is all about threesomes and stuff like that. Okay, you could be finding out that a mother figure was a madame or something. Look at that. It's giving madame. So this could be a ring of different little, you know? Damn. Somebody don't want to hear something. Yo. Somebody set somebody up, yo. I'm telling you. This could even be somebody in a marriage or relationship and they let their side chick or their wife or husband take the fall for something. Yo, they could have found out that their person was cheating. They could have found out. This is even somebody know that their husband is cheating. They know they go into the dealership. So they go to the dealership and friend somebody who worked there and make sure they know that their husband is coming in this time and date or her wife and make this person overcharge them, give them a lemon, give them a bad car, or you know what I'm saying? Something of the sort. Oh my God, yeah. Or make somebody reject them. Even when somebody know, like, I have this amount, I'm with this, like, make them reject them. You know? Yeah, block them. This could be somebody pleading and begging after a bad connection or begging for another chance. And somebody said, no, I'm not going to take you back. What? Watching shit go down. Yeah. This could have been somebody who set somebody up for failure. Okay? Somebody was definitely a mole or in on something. This could have been somebody who was planning this for you. And it just so happened that they got caught up the night before, the morning before. What's this watching shit go down? I'm trying to tell you. Somebody put somebody in a position. This could even be at work. Where somebody was like, well, you know, it all could be work. Where somebody was like, oh, did you file this paperwork or whatever the case may be? Well, make sure you file it before so and so. And then you could be like, oh, but I thought they wanted it like this. And they're like, oh, no, they changed it last minute. So you stayed later and did the whole thing over and submitted it. And when they come in, they're like, what the fuck? And you're like, what do you mean? So and so told me that you guys wanted it different. And they're like, who told you that? And you're like, so and so told me to do it last night and I stayed late and did it. They were like, no, this is what we wanted. Why would you do this when we told you? Why would you listen to so and so? And they're like, because they came and told me that. And then they call so and so and they're like, what are you talking about? I didn't speak with you last night. They was like, you told me before you left. And you're like, check the cameras. But somebody was in the frame, wasn't in the frame, or, you know, it was a blockage of some sort where you couldn't see them, or they had a way of taking the cameras and clearing it out to make you look, I cannot make it up, making you look crazy. And now you in some mess. So, because there was a deadline and, you know, but, and then they're sitting there watching it all go down. Yeah. They're like, yeah, they're fired. You know what I'm saying? So it could be something like that. This could even be where there was confirmation where there was an incident on a school bus or something. And time again, you kept telling them, there's an issue, there's an issue. They kept ignoring it. There's an issue, there's an issue. And now another student attacks a student who's been bothering them, and multiple incidents. And we've been saying now they want to penalize the child who defended himself against the other child. You're like, nah, nigga, it ain't gonna fly because X, Y, and Z. So, you know, yeah. Somebody ain't listened to their intuition, or somebody was hiding the fact that they were in competition, or they were going to do something with, you know, they had ill intention for someone. This could be a mother figure or an empress, okay? This is just somebody who wanted something to be withheld from this mother figure, yeah. Okay, let's see what bad choices are. Yeah, a message. I cannot make it up. Look, oh my God. Look at that. So somebody might have thought that they set somebody up for failure. Yeah, look, this Hierophant might be getting caught up because somebody might have recorded something that they did, or somebody could be fessing up. You know, somebody could be sending a message to about these people to tower everything, or they took some type of action. Look, and I just cut it. What else? Yeah, for some money. Yeah, look, Ace of Swords. And I'm just like cutting it. So somebody made a bad choice to do something, okay, out of greed, out of opportunity, or just feeling like they were bigger than the program. And yeah, something, I heard London Bridge is falling down. Okay, let's get one of these to clarify. So y'all gotta put it where it fit, collective, okay? The person right here who don't want to hear it, the person who could be the one who's caught up in this whole situation might have found out that somebody literally set them up, blocked them, and they trying to figure out how to, they trying to figure out what they can do. They might be a whistleblower. They might be the one sitting there, because maybe this person who they were dealing with, who set them up to take the fall for something, didn't realize that the person they were sleeping with was recording everything, had hidden cameras. Because remember, we seen something about the recordings, right? In this here, we saw recordings when I first opened it. So yeah, and somebody was like, bet you want to sit there and act like you're going to make me take the fall when you knew I had nothing to do with this, or you told me let's go hang out, let's go kick it. Yeah, could have called somebody on a whim like, let's go out. Yeah, send somebody a message knowing they were going to put them in a compromising situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but your spirit team was like, So it's like, you want a show? We're going to give you one. So what's this? Don't want to hear it. And 7 of Wands. Yeah, somebody could have even blocked somebody. You seeing it. Somebody realizing something. They see it. They see it. Learning a hard lesson. Inner wisdom, spiritual evolution, witchcraft, magic, deep shadow work. Yeah. This could definitely be happening at night. Somebody could be seeing something in their dreams. Oh, what is this doing in here? Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Somebody should have resisted something. Somebody wanted to hold somebody back. They learning something about the past. Okay, this could be somebody sitting in jail trying to get out. Trying to figure out how they could. Yeah, this is a leader. I'm trying to tell you. This is a leader, because I'm clarifying this, who's sitting there watching everything go down. Okay, they use somebody as a scapegoat. Hidden. I told you. This could definitely be at work with this devil here. Okay, this could even be like a signature or something. This could be somebody who made somebody sign something off in the midst of other things. And I said the whole thing about POTUS, and you know how they just be pushing paper. They push paper, and you just sign. You just lift it up, lift it up. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be utilizing their resources. This could be a Capricorn, Leo, a Scorpio. Yeah, somebody's sad because they know somebody's hiding some information. Okay, what's this? Bad choices, the Page of Wands, the Devil, and the Tower. I'm about to say the Power. So something could be going on at a power plant. Yeah, a woman. I'm trying to tell you. Okay? Wrong place, wrong time. Or this could be a woman who's in leadership. This could be a black woman and a white woman. Okay? I'm hearing Lithia, the Attorney General. She could be finding this out. Yeah, something could have happened at a celebration. Okay? Somebody could be in bad health. Yeah, somebody could have took a risk to attach themselves to someone or something that only used them to take the fall. We've been getting this too with women in leadership positions, or women who are high value and high ranking, or up in position, who are stable and, you know, very well off, who are being used to be destroyed or taken down. And you know how it go. If you see somebody who is up there with such stature and you see them take a fall, or you kind of lose faith in, you know, it's like, but they do that periodically. That's why you see so many killings, and some of them be so extreme. You be like, damn. But it's all to have people mentally effed up, because they see people cleaning up their life. They see people excelling. They see people be more happy. They see people going into more unions and elevating, right? Learning certain lessons, but they have to keep them in this energy and looping in order to be able to maintain some form of control. Yeah, that's all it is. It's all about control. It ain't even about money. It's about power. And remember I said something about tower? It's about power. If they can keep people consistently binded and in certain situations and covenants that they didn't even know they were coming into agreements with, they can always siphon. Yesterday I saw this lady, and you know, she was picking up her kid, and I haven't seen her in a while or whatever. She's very like conscious about her body, and she barely eat. She be over there with one egg, a piece of avocado, but I mean she don't eat. She look like these two fingers. And we came in, she was talking to me, and she said something. It's so cold. It's the second person who said it's so cold. I'm like, yeah. I was like, I didn't say yeah. I've noticed that that's the second person who came to me with that. It's so cold. And they want me to go into agreements and say the word why, you know. And I was like, the first person who tried it, random, he looked weird. I'm walking down the street, he walking, and first of all, he looked real like out of place. Like he didn't know what to say, so he just said the first thing. And I know what y'all saying, maybe he liked you. No, maybe he did, I don't know. But he was like, it's cold. And I said, is it? And then the other dude, the other lady, she comes, she was like, oh, it's so cold. I said, it was colder yesterday. I said, it's nice today. It was colder yesterday. You ain't gonna come have me come into an agreement. It's not cold. No, it's not. You might be cold, but you don't realize what you're, you know, it's like somebody trying to freeze you up or trying to ice you out. So you have to be very careful with how you let people speak over you. And you're like, I was like, nah, I felt, you know, I had my fur coat on, so I don't care what people want to be. I always have either my pink fur on, I have another multicolored one, and a bluish, like a sapphire, black and sapphire one. I'm not cold. Like, I dress for the weather. I'd rather be hot than cold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, which is crazy. When I go out, I'd rather be hot than cold. But when I'm in here, I have to have like the fan and like the air's on right now and the window open. People be like, you gonna sleep with that window open? No, but you know. So this right here is some real messy. Somebody seeing somebody. You could even be having dreams at nighttime and it's exposing something. And you're like, what is going on? And all the pieces gonna come together. You might dream of something, then something, you might see something online or whatever. Or you might get a message with this Page of Wands. Or you might do something and at work, and it might tower whoever this is that made a choice to come up against you. Or this could even been you, who you was watching somebody, but you ain't let them know you was watching them. And you could have seen them over by your desk or something, or your computer, or doing something. And then you just had a feeling, especially if you're highly intuitive, you might have did something where they didn't see you, you know? Because remember I said when the person came and told that other individual to change something, but it was like blind spot kind of. Yeah, this could have even been somebody who came to you and tried to tell you something. You was like, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to be involved, and you walked away, and that was caught on camera. So they can't even say, you know, X, Y, and Z, or because you did that, because you seen this person and how truly messy they are, and consistently looping in toxicity, you was like, I don't want no parts. But then this person tried to call judgment on you and said, oh, okay, I'm going to show you better than I could tell you. And they possibly try to get you fired. And remember, I came in here and I said, somebody could have been planning to do something either the next day, weeks, months down the line, but something occurred right before. You see what I'm saying? They could put anything in motion to come up against you, and it could have backfired. So this could be like a backfire, because you could be getting some good news about work. Okay, and it changed everything. And then the next day they come in to do something, but they realize you got a promotion last night or yesterday, or you see what I'm saying? And whatever choice they already made is going to fall on them. It has nothing to do with you. Whatever action they took out of jealousy, malice, or whatever, just greed or whatever, something changed the dynamics of somebody's choice that they made out here. And this could have been somebody who like have a colorism problem, because I noticed that like people back in the day, they have a colorism issue. Like if they're dark skinned, male or female, they like light skinned people, you know, it's like they put them on a pedestal or something, but then they are racist towards their own kind, you know. And then it kind of gets flipped, where once they have the children that are of this color but they're dark, it's like they hate the children but they love. It's weird. It's just, I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Psychologically, a lot of people out here be screwed up. But collective, I'm going to leave it there. Let's get one of these to close out. So you definitely seeing something about leaderships or people who are in high ranking, that they are very messy. They be into a lot of mess. I see the trickster in here. I see the trickster in here. Yeah. Somebody doesn't like how powerful you are, how strong you are, how determined you are. Okay? Yeah. They don't like the fact that you're highly intuitive, knowledgeable, and wise. So they feel like they have to betray you. But that's just jealousy. I told you. Somebody could just be mad because you see them. Okay, you see them. You can see when, and you're protected too. You can see that they only be coming with these fake apologies to destroy you. But you're emotionally intelligent to know, don't trust this person. Okay? You've seen them in action. Do not trust this person. Okay? Somebody could have been trying to bury evidence, but you had your own copy. Okay? This is like somebody trying to keep something away from the authorities or whoever needs this paperwork. Yeah, the authorities. But little do they know, you take a screenshot of everything, you know? Confirmation, y'all heard it. You take a screenshot of everything. I do that. And somebody could have even been trying to mess with your computer, you know? Mess with your electronics, your Wi-Fi. You could be trying to upload certain things and, you know, get your work, and they messing with the Wi-Fi. But you had a backup disk or file. Yeah, you've been paying attention. You've been listening. You see my throat trying to go out now? Somebody don't want you speaking up. They've been making things hard for you in the back skirts. But you're like, you just kept, you ain't even make them no wiser. You kept a smile on your face. And you kept going, because you like, yeah, your day gonna come. Something about Carfax with that fox. Yeah. You steady creating. You just learned how to move a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? I heard move it like the underground. Yeah, told you. Spirit could have even been testing you like, all right, we about to bust a move. Let's see if you can pick it up. And you could have picked it up. You could have noticed. They come to you and you was like, oh, it's cold. And it really wasn't. It was not cold. Yesterday was hella cold. But today it's like they trying to just get you to come into agreement. Okay? They could have been over there chanting to bind you and all this stuff. And as soon as they was like, once this person says the word YES, and they're gonna come into agreement with the bond that I just chanted before I walked over here and asked them if it's cold, right? No, yesterday was worse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your ancestors are confident that you'll pass with flying colors, and you did. So this could have been a backfire. Yeah, you used this opportunity to really look into some shit. Look into it. Yeah, jokes on them. Yeah, cause your angels is like, we here, baby. Y'all not doing nothing. We already here. Your angels already separated you from something. So this could have even been somebody who, you know, them boys done ran down on, and yeah, you finding out that somebody was innocent. Wrong place, wrong time, you know? Or you could have, yeah, magic. It could have just so happened that something got thrown out, or everybody came in there and your ancestors shielded you to the point where they didn't even see you. So whoever this is was who thought you was going to take the fall. It's like they got you out of there right away. And even if somebody did see you, they were like, what are you doing here? And be like, I was just, and they like, go home type shit. And they bust everybody else in that bitch because they can tell, like, you don't even look like you belong here. And some of those officials, they are very discerning. They know. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are just a-holes, but some of them be knowing, like, get up out of here. Give me your name and stuff just in case, but go. Bye. Leave. All right. Close out. Close out. Abundance. You're realizing how abundant you are. Yeah. Somebody definitely try to control your freedom. This clown. Okay? But something was illuminated right on time. Okay? Maybe Spirit was like, ground yourself. Ground yourself. Abundance. Let's get 2 more. Accumulate, yeah. Yeah, separation. I told you. So this could have even been you who they was like, leave. And then they were like, leave, and you could, and you, yeah, trickster. They were watching this person. So if they were investigating, they could see, like, you weren't this, you were just here for, you was just with them. You weren't into any of that. So maybe you had a bag, you came with a bag, or there was a bag that you seen that was just thrown somewhere, and you picked up the bag and left, and now you have all this money and it's yours. It's a miracle. And you're like, or you picked up the bag, you was walking, you see it, you picked up the bag and you walking out, and they're like, excuse me, and they're like, who are you? And you'd be like, I was just on a date, like, I don't. Or you could have been like, oh, I was just a caterer, or I was just Uber Eats, or I was just delivering the food. Like, I just came here to deliver the food. Or I was Uber, I just dropped them off. I was trying to get my payment because the card declined, and they told me they would give me the cash or the tip or something. And you got up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's the truth. And they probably looked into it like, they like, nah, that's civilian. That was your ancestors. And you got up out of there with the bag full of money. Yeah, look, celebration, your ancestors. I'm telling you, and I'm telling you, look, accurate. Some of y'all could be coming into some money, child. Or your twin. Some of y'all could be coming into money and y'all don't even know how y'all gonna get it, son. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Big up on yourself. And this could even been a test for your ancestors to test you to see if you'll listen to them when they tell you when to move or when not to move. They could have even told you to go on a date with this individual. And you're like, I don't know, they look a little sketch. Your ancestors is like, just go. Okay? It's like somebody could have thought they was going to use you as bait. Like I said, with the X marks the spot, target you. And that shit went completely in your favor. Look, I cannot. And I'm leaving it there. Like, share, and subscribe. Big up on yourself. I will talk to y'all later. Toodles.